Shalom, Makim. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the earth. And also the best to teach to word and sincerity. You know, this is the brother Iwan Lamia from GMS Chicago coming back at you with another lesson. You know, just to talk about, I'm just basically entitled the lesson, and people still trust this man, you know, with the whole Bill Gates situation. Because what, even though, Bill Gates, has come out, working with people who are, pedophiles, people, I'm going to just get into the article and I'm going to explain it more. But, a lot of people, a lot of sheep, still trust this man. This is the same guy, that was basically talking about population control. So this is from NewYorkTimes.com. It says Bill Gates met with Jeffrey Epstein many times despite his past. And, Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile, and also, it's a documentary, called, I believe it's called Epstein Island or whatever along those lines, Epstein Island, that you had these different top celebrities, basically meeting with Jeffrey Epstein, and Bill Gates being one of those people, and like I said before, people, trust this man, when I'm gonna just get into it. I don't want to ramble. It says Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted, I'm gonna just say offender, the convicted offender who committed suicide in prison, quote, because that's not what happened. This is what they say. Managed to allure an astonishing array of rich, powerful, and famous men into his orbit. There were billionaires Leslie Wexner and Leon Black, politicians Bill Clinton and Bill Richardson, Nobel laureates Murray Gell-Mann and Frank Wilczek, and even Royals Prince Andrew. Few, though, compare in prestige and power to the world's second richest person, a brilliant and intensely private luminary, Bill Gates. And a lot of people, believe it or not, a lot of these sheep look up to Bill Gates. A lot of people believe his lies, and a lot of people, believe everything that come out this devil's mouth. And like I said, that's why I titled the lesson the way I did. And people still, and people trust the devil, roughly paraphrasing. It said, and unlike many others, Mr. Gates started the relationship after Mr. Epstein was convicted of sex crimes. Yeah, because you have to understand. Also, this is one big, group, ran by the elites of this society, that they had set up, It says Mr. Gates, the Microsoft co-founder whose 100 billion plus fortune has endowed the world's largest charitable organization, has done his best to minimize his connections to Mr. Epstein. And also, you have to understand that Bill Gates has, it's a lot of rape allegations or whatever the case may be against Bill Gates also. They're all, a part of this mess. It says, I didn't have any business relationship or friendship with him, he told the Wall Street Journal last month. In fact, beginning in 2011, Mr. Gates met with Mr. Epstein on numerous occasions, including at least 3 times at Mr. Epstein I can never pronounce the word, Manhattan townhouse, and at least once staying late into the night, according to interviews with more than a dozen people familiar with the relationship, as well as documents reviewed by the New York Times. I'm going to jump into a precept. Salakia. The one I always get, because at the end of the day, these Edomites are the devil the Bible speaks of. And the Bible tells us what? This is Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Right? We can never trust the thing that these devils say. Basically when I'm reading out the article right now, this is the same guy, talking about Bill Gates at this moment, that has, relationships with people, that runs things like pedophile rings and different things like that. And this is the same guy that's telling you it's okay, to take the waters or what have you, quote unquote. These the people, a lot of these people think that this is one of the people that's going to save their lives, when in actuality, it's not. This is the same guy that said he wants to block out the sun. This is Ecclesiasticus 12:11. Though he humbled himself, because, when Bill Gates do those different interviews, not even only Bill Gates, these top Edomite, politicians, they humble themselves, especially when it's concerning Jake, because what? They're trying to get a lot of our people to take the waters or whatnot. It says Ecclesiastes 12:11, though he humbled himself, that's what Esau does. Going back all the way to the Gadites, not even before that, he humbled himself because what? Once he humbled himself, he's trying to get, basically he's trying to get closer to you. So once you let your guard down, he's going to kill you. That's what this man does. It's the Bible talks about the thief cometh but to kill, steal, and destroy. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that its rust has not been altogether wiped away. Yeah, because Esau Edom is naturally a wicked man. The Bible is telling us, according to Ecclesiastes 12:11, you have to really examine this man's character. That's why it's important that you can basically, tell what type of spirit a person has on them. Basically really to examine a person. Yeah, Esau Edom is a naturally, wicked man. And like I said before, Bill Gates is the one that hangs out with people. Him and himself is including this whole ring. These are the people that, works in different pedophile rings and different things like that. And these are the people that runs our society. So this is Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Yeah, Esau Edom is it's talking about this whole race in particular. It's how can I say it? Very nasty people. Let me see. Can I actually get the verse before that? No. Let me read that again. Actually, this Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Right, that's how Esau Edom gets down, the self-proclaimed white man. And like I said before at the start of the lesson, these different, starting with these elites, they have different pedophile rings, that's, spreads across the world and different things like that. Taking little children, little girls, basically selling them off into, sex trafficking, what have you. This is the type of thing that Esau Edom opposes in the society. And Bill Gates being a part of that. And like I said, started the lesson, I basically entitled it, you still trust this man, I'm going to read a little bit more of the article. It says employees of Mr. Gates Foundation also paid multiple visits to the Mr. Epstein's mansion. And Mr. Epstein spoke with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and J.P. Morgan Chase about a proposed multi-billion-dollar charitable fund, an arrangement that had the potential to generate enormous fees for Mr. Epstein. His lifestyle is a very different and kind of intriguing, although it would not work for me, Mr. Gates emailed colleagues in 2011 after his first get-together with Mr. Epstein. And like I said before, it's a documentary called Epstein Island. I believe it's called Epstein's Island, when they had these different, celebrities, meeting up at this island. It's a lot of dark shit, that goes on behind the scenes. I'm talking about Esau. These higher up elites of Esau. It says Bridget Arnold, a spokeswoman for Mr. Gates, said he was referring only to the unique decor of the Epstein residence and Epstein's habit of spontaneously bringing acquaintances into meet Mr. Gates. I basically touched up on the points, how going back to the title, you still trust this man. Bill Gates, it's a part of these, the foul shit that goes on, behind the scenes. He's a major player in that. He works for the elites and different things like that. But if you want to read the rest of the article, it's from the NewYorkTimes.com. Just to basically, I did another lesson on that, how he's also involved in, these different, sexual assault cases and things like that. But with that being the case, this is Daniel 8 and let me see, this is Daniel 8 and 24. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And what does that mean? The reason why Esau Edom is so mighty in this society, because what the Lord ultimately gave him the power to do, this to do what he does on this earth. You know, the Lord gave him that power, and the Lord is going to take it away, but not by his own power. He shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper in practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And how is he destroying the mighty and the holy people? By philosophy, through doctrine, you know, by feeding us poison, you know, different things like that, you know. He shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and holy people. Right? That's how he destroyed us, through different people like Bill Gates, you know, different things like that. Because you have to understand that our people are very gullible. You know, our people believe anything that talking about 2/3 of our people, you know, they believe anything, you know, that the Edomites say, so-called white man, especially if it comes out of a person like Bill Gates' mouth. Can't forget about Dr. Fauci also, you know. Daniel 8:25, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hands, Salaki, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, meaning his mind. And that's what these Edomites do. Because like I said before, you know, during their whole agenda, you know, their goal is to become like the Most High. You know, they're trying to think of themselves high and mighty, even though they're not. And by peace shall destroy many. Right, about peace shall destroy many. What's going on right now? You know, they're trying to push the waters upon the masses of the people, you know. Bill Gates being the advocate of that, telling people to go out to get the waters, you know, alongside Dr. Fauci, you know. And a lot of people are having long-term side effects because of the waters. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Right? Who are they going to try to stand up against? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but they're ultimately going to be annihilated. You know? You know, and this is who our people trust. You know, all the clues and all the different things are out in the open for us to really find out what these people are about. But in this case, being Bill Gates, you know, the clues are out there. You know, you just really have to find them. You know, and as Ecclesiastes, you know, I believe it's 12:11 says, you know, take good heed. You know, we really have to really examine these people's character, because we know that Esau Edom is the devil according to the Bible. You know, so Lord, I hope this is edifying to the elect. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who taught me this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the earth. And also the brothers and sisters sworn in sincerity. You know, Lord, I hope this is edifying. The Lord want to come back with another lesson soon. Shalom.